What's going on, everybody? My name is Ahmad and welcome to Behind the Beef. Today we're going to be recapping the Beefy Productions Marvel Fan Film Trilogy, and I'm going to be taking you through anything you might have missed. Let's go straight to it and not waste any more time. Okay, starting off, we have Wolverine, First Steps, starring Hassan Atuddin as Wolverine. This show was released in November of 2024 and was the first of the series. We start off this movie by meeting an unconscious Wolverine laying down in an autumn forest wearing his iconic white vest and blue jeans. He wakes up and doesn't know where he is or how he got there, which is a common Wolverine plot point in comics as well as films. He stands up and walks around for a bit before taking a seat by a tree. Here is where we get the Logan name drop, confirming that Wolverine does go by the alias of Logan in this universe. Logan then hears a leaf crunch, showcasing his ability of heightened hearing. We now meet two bounty hunters named Goon 1 and Goon 2, played by Ayan Nakvi and Ahmed Ijaz, two recurring actors in Beefy Productions. The first goon calls Logan by the Wolverine.
Well, I'll be damned. Wolverine.
Don't worry out. I know you both.
Which tells us that this iconic name was in use at some point. He also tells us that there's a massive bounty on Logan and that the Wolverine is wanted dead or alive.
There's a bounty on your head. The Wolverine. Wanted dead or alive.
After a quick and simple fight scene, the two goons are grounded with Logan unharmed. Goon 1 quickly stands and pulls out a knife and stabs Logan in the torso multiple times. After a quick bit of dialogue, Logan reveals how he is unharmed by the stabbings, showcasing his healing factor.
The name is pretty fast in the Wolverine, and it's about to be mine.
I'll be so sure of that.
He punches the bounty hunter in the balls and we get our first look at the iconic Wolverine claws. Wolverine pounces on the bounty hunter and stabs his face multiple times, which tells us the kind of person Logan is. You can stab him, he'll stab you. But the only difference is, the bounty hunter doesn't get back up. The other goon runs as soon as he sees the bloody mess of his friend. Logan, being the pickpocket that he is, steals some cash out of the hunter's pocket, but also throws an interesting newspaper article on the ground. After he disregards the paper, we get a shocking reveal that the Hulk has gone on his first rampage and been dubbed the Green Goliath. Now we move on to Spider-Man Tangled Tidings, starring director and writer Ismail Asif as Spider-Man. It is important to mention that Asif doesn't physically act as Spider-Man in his film and only provides the voice lines. The body acting and stunt performance was performed by S.M. Baba. The film is set and released on Christmas Day and follows the story of Spider-Man setting out to fight crime and pick up groceries. This film starts at the very end where we see the return of Logan, who is tangled in a spiderweb and tied to a tree. Next to him sits Peter in a red hoodie that features his spider emblem. Here we see a very good cop bad cop dynamic between these two. Logan seeming a lot grumpier in this film, which contrasts with Peter, who is a jokester trying to make the best of a bad situation. Both the characters juxtapose each other in many aspects. In Peter Parker's bedroom, there's a few things that we can take note of. For example, the toy reptiles possibly being a nod to the lizard. A laptop, which makes sense. But also we see what looks like a figure of Batman and the Joker. Some nerdy posters including other Beefy Productions films like Super Mario Battle for the One-Up. We then see a thief, played by Suleiman Ahmed, running from a festive local shop, but is quickly stopped in his tracks by Spider-Man. Spidey tries to negotiate with him, but the thief runs away because the Spider-Man is fucking useless. We see a brief shot of Spidey swinging, which was animated in Gary's mod by Omnitrix, and then a dance sequence with a festive remix of the classic Bully Maguire song, which is an obvious nod to Spider-Man 3. Spidey stumbles across Shocker, played by Ahmed Ijaz, with a hostage in his arms. The hostage is later revealed to be Bruce Banner in the credits, following up on the newspaper shot we saw in the First Steps. Spidey and Shocker have a brief battle that doesn't go well for Spidey because he's useless. Shocker gets a call from his boss, which the credits tell us is Kingpin, played by Wasim Ijaz.
Yo, boss. Hello? No, I didn't get him. His body on the way. Who the hell you are? I'll go get him.
Anyway, the weird Ashoka takes Spidey's grocery list from Aunt May and gets in what is possibly his car. Here we see what is a short but really deep moment where Spider-Man gets up after being beaten down. This moment is important because Spider-Man stands not to be a bad guy, but because of Aunt May. This is where we then get the best moment in the film as Spidey jumps and clings onto Shocker's car as it's driving. Good job, Asa Mahmood Baba. After this, it leads up to the opening of the film as Spidey chases Shocker into a forest, but Shocker is badly disabled and trips on the sleeping Wolverine. Spidey and Wolverine tussle, which causes Shocker to get away. We jump back to the beginning and Logan is heard slicing his way out of the webs while Spidey is alone.
He's gone.
Now we have the Incredible Hulk, Hunted. Nakvi finally returns as Bruce Banner, officially. We start by seeing some soldiers march through a bit of alleyway, the excessive greenery hinting at the Hulk. An old man confirmed to be General Ross talks to the soldiers and orders them not to engage and Banner alone.
See, Banner, you don't play hero, you call it in.
They find Banner and the hunt begins. As Banner is chased through a back road by the soldiers, he takes a bullet to the arm but manages to contain the Hulk. He also shows off his fighting abilities, managing to fight off the soldiers on 2 different occasions. I like this because it shows that Bruce is more than puny Banner and is his own person. He hides in a forest where he finally lets out the green monster, unknowing that the soldiers had followed him. After hearing a loud roar, the idiots decide it's a good idea to move towards Banner. Banner's transformation starts, his clothes tear, his skin is green, and his anger is finally unleashed. When then the Hulk, played by Umar Mohsin, launches a soldier's severed head out of the forest. After this, we meet a familiar face. Wolverine returns and stumbles across the unconscious Banner. He checks his pulse and decides to help him out. This moment is a callback to when Logan was unconscious in the forest himself and shows how Logan does want to help people who find themselves in the same position as him. After a nasty slap, Banner wakes up in what is possibly Logan's house or maybe even the X-Men mansion. It's not said. Banner and Logan exchange a handshake, sharing some respect for one another, and then we see Banner's lovely cheeks. Banner then writes a goodbye letter to Betty Ross and says that he's leaving forever and will always be the Hulk, showing that he has come to terms with the fact that he is a monster. In the post-credit scene, we see Wolverine and Spider-Man reunited. Spidey warns Logan of the coming danger and a new villain is on the rise, Taskmaster. That is all. 3 films summarized and explained. Be sure to check them out for yourself, link in the description. Let me know if there's anything I missed out on in the comment section below. And until next time, goodbye. This was Behind the Beef.